Good people, it's your boy Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. Yeah, it's another day, another week. Y'all, we're at the beginning of another week. Y'all know what it is. It's Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday. That's what we do right here in the brand new suite. Every single Monday, we get our mindset right. We get motivated to move. That's what we want to do to start our week off right. We want to start it off the right way. We want to start it off to move us into the rest of the week. And the only way that you can do that is by having the right mindset, being motivated, and moving in the right direction. And hopefully each week when you tune in and you're watching the video, you're watching the videos, you actually are getting something that gets you the right mindset, that gets you motivated, and that gets you to move. That's what I want to do. I want to impact you in such a way that you look to move and to take action and implement those principles, those tools, those things that you need in order to be able to move you to where it is that you want to be by the end of this year. Because as I say to y'all, what is it? My theme is to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. And this year, y'all, we're preparing you to get unleashed, to unleash your entrepreneurial excellence. So everything that we do every week is to assist you in being able to unleash your entrepreneurial excellence in 2024. I was on my walk. Y'all can see I'm outside, y'all. I'm outside. I'm outside. It is absolutely great out. The weather's supposed to be hot today. I'm talking like 90 degrees hot. So, so what's up, D? So it's going to be a warm day, so I need you to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Coach, I said it. I said, Coach Marcy, drink water. Drink more water. You know how they have the Chick-fil-A has to eat more chicken? well, around here in the brand new suite, we say drink more water. It's healthy for you. It makes your body, it cleans helps to assist in cleaning your body out, gets your system running so that you can be the healthiest that you can be. I told y'all I got something for y'all this week. This week. So, as I was thinking over the weekend and going into the weekend, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna give him credit today, and the rest of the week is mine. He'll get that in a minute. But I was talking to my boy Donald Morton. I'm gonna give him credit for this. We were having a conversation, and he said something that kind of registered with me, and I was like, "Ooh, I got to talk about that, bro." On my on the podcast that I do in the morning. He said, "All right, that's cool." He said, "Just I want to be able, when I pop on, I want to be able to know that I'm getting credit for what you're talking about." I said, "Nah, I'll give you credit the first day, but then the rest of it is mine. The rest of the week is mine." But we were having a conversation about as entrepreneurs and being intentional, and how part of being a successful entrepreneur is about being intentional. So I was like, well, let me talk about what it is and what it means to be an intentional entrepreneur. What does it mean to be an intentional entrepreneur? And are you an intentional entrepreneur? Are you setting the course for you to be successful as an entrepreneur, and making sure that you're operating in your intentionality and being and getting to where it is that you want to be? Like I've said before, you can't get to where it is that you want to get to, as an entrepreneur, if you aren't taking the steps in order to be able to do that. So this week, I'm going to be talking about everything that I talk about is going to have to do with being intentional, being an intentional entrepreneur. So we're going to talk about having a purpose-driven action. Are your actions purpose-driven, or are you just kind of fiddling around and walking in place? So that's going to be the first one that we talk about today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about purpose-driven action. We're going to talk about strategic planning. You got to have a plan. You got to know where you are. You got to know where it is that you're trying to get to in order for you to be intentional. We're going to talk about mindful decision making. Can't be intentional if you're not making the proper decisions. So we're going to talk about decision making. We're going to talk about continuous learning and adaptation. And as entrepreneurs, I told you, as leaders, the L in leader is are you listening and are you learning? What are you listening to and how are you learning? Who are you learning from? All of those things. When you, as an entrepreneur, learn to have a continuous learning and adaptation mindset, it takes you into and onto that journey of being intentional about the things that you do. You don't allow yourself to waste time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do with the entrepreneurial briefcase. We are about reclaiming our time and avoiding burnout. Morning, Doc. How are you? So we're going to talk about that, continuous learning and adaptation. You got to be able to adapt to the things that you see, what you're learning, and how to be able to adjust to make sure that you're on the right track. And if you're not on the right track, what you need to do in order to be able to get on the right track. And then we're going to end the week about building authentic relationships. Y'all know what I say all the time, as my friend Kendall calls me, Little Clarence, as the great iconic figure, Mr. Clarence Avant said is that relationships are resources. Relationships are resources, and we must be intentional about building authentic relationships, because that's, as an entrepreneur, is one of the major ways that you grow as an entrepreneur, that you grow your business and your brand, is those relationships that you nurture and that you grow. So let's talk about being purpose driven, having purpose driven action. And every decision and action should align with a clear purpose. When you, as an entrepreneur, when you set a way of being and you know what it is that you want to be, go, and do, you've got to be intentional about the actions that you take, and they have to be purposeful. You got to understand your why. Why are you doing something? And asking yourself, does this decision move me closer to where it is that I say that I want to be? Understanding your why behind your endeavors gives you direction and meaning to your work. Ask yourself, what is the ultimate goal I want to achieve with my brand? How does each action contribute to that purpose? Where is it that you see yourself that you want to be? And we talked about this last week, seeing how entrepreneurs, we don't think daily, weekly, we think in decades. Where is it that I want to be 10 years from now? And the decisions that you make today will determine where you'll be 10 years from now. So you've got to ask yourself the question, hey, and then you can compartmentalize them. You can break it down into smaller chunks, 10-year, 5-year, 1 year, and then monthly, quarterly, those things. But you've got to see the big picture and know where it is that you're going to. Like I told y'all, we always talk about being better by the end of the year than we are at the beginning of the year. Well, the way that you do that is by knowing where it is that you are, and then where it is that you want to be. Where is it that you want to be at the end of the year? And then when you make those decisions that you're looking to make, that you have to make, you base those decisions, the choices that you make them based on, does this decision move me towards my assignment? Does it get me closer to what it is that I want to achieve? And if the answer is no, then you don't do it. See, we complicate, we complicate things a lot of times when it comes to our decision making, or when it comes to choices that we have. No, well, the choices are the choices. And your decision, when you ask yourself, does this move me closer to my goal, to my assignment? Does it move my brand forward? That's what you've got to answer. And you gauge how closer you become on those. If one decision, if they're very close, then you say, okay, which one leaves me a little better, or which one pushes me further back, may push me further back. Our achieving and decision making skill set, we can improve on it. We can make better decisions, and when we make better choices, and actions, we allow ourselves to be able to move, ourselves forward. We move our brain forward, and we allow ourselves to be in much better positions, both personally and professionally. See, this actually goes to your professional life too. Purpose-driven action. Here's the homework, y'all. Here's the homework. What purpose-driven action are you going to take today that's going to make you and put you to where you want to be by the end of this week? Let's just do it Let's just do the deal with this week, y'all. By the end of this week, I want you to be closer to where it is that you say you want to be. Just in this quarter. The first quarter's gone. We're in the second quarter. So now where is it that you want to be by the end of this second quarter? The 12-week year. I read that book, and I recommend that book for any entrepreneur, because it allows you to be able to be ahead of everybody else, because you're moving at a much faster pace than everyone else. That's the 12-week year. I've got the author. I don't know if the author's name off the top of my head, but if you put in the 12-week year, it'll come up. He gives you, there's a planner in it with you as well. I already have a planner, but I'm using both because it gives me structure. It gives me the ability to make these choices that we're talking about, take the actions that I'm talking about, and it makes them a lot easier because I'm purposeful in how I spend my time. I'm purposeful in the decisions that I have to make. Y'all know all of this is to give you the ability to be able to, one, unleash in 2024, but two, is to reclaim your time, and three is avoid burnout. When you're making purposeful, driven actions and decisions, it allows you to be able to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how long it's going to take you to get it done. And you move yourself at a faster pace to getting to where it is that you want to be. That's what we're all about here, y'all. That's what we do here in the Brand You Suite. I want you to unleash your entrepreneurial excellence, but you can't do that if you don't take purposeful, driven action. And I want you to do that today. I want you to sit down and think about that. I want you to write that down this week. What are the actions that you need to take? I told y'all what are the 3 most important things that you got to do today. But each day, I want you doing something, taking purposeful action each and every day. We're being intentional this week, y'all. And that's the word for this week. Somebody asks you what's on your agenda this week. I want you to say being intentional. I am going to be intentional about the things that I do this week. So that means if that phone call isn't purposeful, don't take it. I've really had to hone in on that, because you have friends, you got people that will intrude on your intentionality. They will intrude on your sleep. They will intrude on the things that you're trying to be purposeful about, and you've got to tell them no. And it may hurt. People gonna get a little, they're gonna get a little upset with you, but if they truly love you, if they truly care for you, and they understand that you're trying to be intentional about where it is that you're going, what it is that you're doing, they'll get it. They'll get it, and they will adjust. I ain't saying I don't want to talk to you. I ain't saying I don't want to be bothered with you. But I'm being intentional about how I spend my time. I'm being intentional about my actions. I'm being intentional about the things that I'm doing because I'm on purpose. I'm doing things on purpose this week. Let's be purposeful. Let's be intentional. All this week, y'all. All this week. I want you to have that word ringing in your head. Intentional. The intentional entrepreneur. That's what you are. That's who you are. So let's go out and let's actually put that into action. I want you to be intentional this week. But don't forget, write down those things that you want to achieve, and then the actions, the purposeful action that you're going to do in order to be able to achieve that. If your goal is to drink 70 ounces of water, how are you going to be intentional about that? If you're intentional about being healthier, then what foods are you going to eat this week? What prep work are you going to do in your business? You want to be intentional about how you reach and who you reach in your for your business. Be intentional. 25 contacts, connections this week. That's my goal. Each day this week, I've got to get 25 connections in. I've got to connect with 25 people each and every single day, whether it's email, whether it's video, all the digital content like this that I create, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through LinkedIn, whatever way that I am going to connect with those 25 people, I've got to be intentional about it. That's why y'all see me here every day, Monday through Friday, because I'm intentional. I am intentional about equipping you with the tools that you need in order to be able to unleash your entrepreneurial excellence and to be able to give you the ability to be able to reclaim your time and to be able to avoid burnout. If that's you, if you want to be able to be intentional this week, I want you to connect with me. You can hit me in DM or send me an email. You can go to my link tree. Y'all know I'm trying to get to 500, right? I got to get 500. Help me get to that 500 subscribers, 500 more subscribers on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. You can see all of the digital content that I have there that's going to help y'all in being that operating in entrepreneurial excellence, being intentional, and about some of the things that the entrepreneurial briefcase gives you in order to be able to reclaim your time and avoid the burnout. That's what we're doing here. So it's your boy. It's Monday, y'all. It's beautiful out today. Drink more water. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a super fantastic day. Peace.